That's why I'm so mad at me, y'all. She's so mad at me because she thought I was gonna actually play like one of her. You thought I was gonna play a country song? Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, I just had a little fun. Can you grab the mic and fuss? If you're gonna talk and fuss, can you do it in the microphone?
Now I'm gonna have to grab one of the four brothers and make one of them my favorite, and I don't like them that much.
Oh gosh, here you go.
But see, you were about to be it. I thought he was gonna play my favorite country song, y'all.
Yeah, you don't hold your breath.
And he didn't.
You don't hold your breath and wait
I'm
for
not
that
gonna
one.
be holding my breath.
Good, because you would die.
You are going to play it.
You would
now,
die.
Let's be serious.
Holding your breath, waiting for me
serious,
to play a country song.
and then we can move on from here, okay? But let's be serious, because you know good and well whatever SY says she want to hear, you will find it and play it. So I'm not even trying to hear it. When SY speaks, you listen.
All right.
I'm like the E.F. Hutton when it comes to legacy internet radio on Monday nights.
Okay.
You feel me?
I hear you.
You feel me?
I hear you.
Well, I'm glad you do.
Okay. You want to know what my response to that is?
I don't care to hear your response.
Hey, Bless, you want to hear what my response is?
Because, and y'all mark my words, Marcus is going to play some country
Bless
music.
just said, are we live? Yeah, hell yeah, we live.
Did you not hear him tell me if I'm going to speak?
Yes, but we had already had
All right,
that.
here's
I
the
did
deal.
something earlier that you must not have seen, which was that.
Oh,
Ooh.
Father.
Hey now. Here's the deal. All right, here's my
I
response
bet
to
you won't
that.
do that when you're 91.
Yeah, she probably would do it more when she 91. Here's the deal. Here's my response to like that
Whatever. If you wanna get it
whatever
out.
little
if you want to get it out,
diatribe
go
or
ahead. I'll
whatever the hell you
I'll
want to
let
call
speak.
what it
Go
was you
ahead.
said. You know, the whole thing about you've been telling me you play country, and that's why I said you said a whole bunch of like
I know.
stuff.
I didn't give you the music list.
Right. But the truth of the matter is, you said something about 21 Jump Street, and then like 30 seconds later, I had it playing. Which
know,
means
your
if I
face
really
screwed
wanted
up.
to play a country song, I would have done it a long time ago.
I know you don't want to.
Right.
You've made that perfectly
Okay.
clear.
Mr. LP says he plays country. You want to hear country? Go hang out on a Tuesday.
No.
All right, then there you go.
I work on a Monday.
Making me
Okay. And
stuff.
it shall be played. It shall be played. Now I don't
think
know if
we're-
I have to get a mallet or something and bang it in on your notepad.
So we have these
but you know.
we have like these epic debate slash arguments every week, and whenever we have guests, we always make them uncomfortable. Look at Bless right now, y'all.
She's probably trying to figure out why you just don't cave.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Because he will.
Marcus J is Marcus J. He's not going to cave.
Hell
He's
no.
going to.
Hell no.
He's going to.
Yeah, that ain't happening. I ain't playing no country on this show.
Let's. You are going to play.
I am not.
You are going to play my country music. I don't care whether it's this show.
Oh, okay.
Or
have to hijack
Tuesday
it
show.
yourself.
Well, the Tuesday show,
you will be
you
playing.
go ahead and do what you got to do with Mr. LP. If
No,
you
no,
want to
no,
hear,
honey.
Huh?
You will be playing my music.
Okay, that compromise I can live with, because I already told you that I would play it on Did They Just Play That? The Saturday show, the music only show. I told you I would play country for an hour.
If I gotta wait
I told you I would
until
play it for a whole
Did
hour.
They Just Play
and
That,
you
then I'm gonna have
have
to get
not
a
given me a
whole
playlist.
list.
I'm not going looking for no country songs. You must be out your mind.
No.
Don't
You
nobody
don't
wanna hear
have
that
to.
mess.
That's not what I'm saying
Just you.
there, pumpkin
You
pie.
gonna watch our numbers
What I'm
plummet for a whole hour.
Is, well, they're
And only one
going to
listener.
plummet.
And the whole
If
freaking
you-
country listening, and it's gonna be S.Y. Butler, one IP address right here in Richmond, Virginia, maybe two if Mr. LP is listening.
That don't have anything to do with it.
Whatever, man.
You just gonna play it, and that's it. Now what's next? I told you let's move on.
All right, let's
'Cause
move
I'm
on.
right.
Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. It's time to end the show. We can't, of course,
talk
end the show
junk.
unless we have one of our epic blow-ups. And I usually win them just like I did today. Bless.
We'll see y'all.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you
That
jump
music
in here
plays.
and tell the world
We'll see
your
who
final
really
statement? She's still talking. It's
And
Bless'
me.
turn.
Let me see here.
Whatever. More baby
What
pictures.
did I want to talk about?
Let's talk about that microphone you had in your hand a minute ago. Let's
We
not do that
grown
again.
Folks, don't
Let's not
do
do
it
that again.
You act like you don't do this. You got somebody.
I don't.
Oh, okay, back to the conversation.
Okay, my response would have been too easy. I'm not touching that one.
Oh no, you don't wanna.
No,
you,
I'm not
you,
touching
you don't
that.
have a token for that bus ride.
Oh, good grief.
All right, my thing. Let's see. What can I talk about? What happened to me within the past week? Now, I'm usually one that works out a lot. I try to work out a lot. I try to keep the girlish figure and all. And P90 was one of my favorite things to do, but because I go and do so many things, like tonight I'm here. If I wasn't here, I would be at church. Tomorrow night, if I wasn't going to be here with Mr. LP, then I would be at church. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday I'm back in church. It kind of throws off because you're supposed to do it every day, and I'm such a I try to follow directions the way that they're supposed to be. So by Wednesday, I'm thrown off, and I feel like I got to do 3 of them, which means that's 3 hours, and then I don't have 3 hours on a Wednesday night to do 3. So anyway, moral of the point is I decided I would start going to the gym again with a friend of mine. Well, this friend of mine probably has about 5% muscle. 5% fat.
Oh, okay. I was about
I'm
to
sorry,
say.
I said it wrong.
Like, whoa.
Sorry, 5%.
Biggie Smalls is
Fat,
the
no.
illest.
Yeah, like the
He used to play football and all of that, so now, he's like the Hulk. And I told him I didn't want to be walking around looking like a female, can't put my arms down at my side and all, but I decided I would work out with him anyway. So we get through, we sit in the sauna, we go and we do the abs, then we go and we get on the treadmill and run a mile. And then we go to hamstrings and quadriceps. Then I did dips and pull-ups. And then I did squats and push-ups. Last but not least, I get to the calf raises. This brother puts the calf raises on 80 pounds and says 100. I bust out 20 at 80, drop it to 60. Bust out 20 more, drop it to 40. And by the time I'm done, I'm like, okay, I'm cool. This was on a Saturday. Sunday, around 4 o'clock, when I had gone to the gym before, I'm driving back from church in Powhatan, and I try to stop, and I find that it's hard to move my leg from one place, from the brake to the to the speed. It was very hard to do. So I get home, and when I go and get out of my car, I can't straighten my legs. And people that know me posted, I posted on Facebook that I was tiptoeing around like swiper, no swiping, because I could not straighten my legs. So all Monday, I am tiptoeing. People are finally asking me what's wrong with me by Tuesday morning. But Monday, if I was sitting, I had to take a good 5 minutes and try to stand up and straighten my legs out. Or sit there the whole time with my legs up against, because I was stretching out my calves. They had clamped up like that. So next time somebody tries to get you to do something and you know that it's too much weight for you, don't overdo it. You can end up hurting yourself. Or walking around like a sneaky thief for a couple of days.
like a butterfinger.
Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, it's summertime. And what is most people's favorite thing to do in the summertime?
Have sex.
Well, other
go
than
to the
that.
beach.
half naked.
No, what do they like to eat? Never
said
mind.
hashtag.
Never mind. My family's favorite things. My family's favorite
Crabs.
thing exactly
Yeah.
is to eat crabs. So when
Like
I
I
walked
said,
in
I
here,
just said.
I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry.
So when I walked in here from break a little while ago, I said crabs will get you killed, and Tony looked at me like I was crazy because I think she was thinking something.
You said crabs.
I said crabs will get you killed, but I don't think she was thinking the same
Yeah,
way.
I wasn't thinking that
She was
either when
thinking what
I
I
heard
was
you
thinking.
say it.
Okay, so I went to a cookout this weekend, and my mother was there, and the people had a box of crabs. They had the dirty Atlantic Ocean crabs that people crack open, and everybody ate that box. It was done. So he would go down into the basement, and he'd pull up a cluster of snow crab legs, and he would steam them, and before you know it, they're all gone. So my mother was being my mother, and I love her to death. She went and pulled out two clusters for me. Mm-hmm. But me being who I am, I have my special way of eating. I have to have vinegar and Old Bay. And this is somebody else's house. I don't know them. I need my little cup of vinegar. So I couldn't eat them properly. Y'all are looking at me with the mug faces, but whatever. So I said, Mommy, that's all right. I don't want it. My cousin was there. Love my cousin to death. She probably has had about a good 6 dozen herself that she's eaten within like the past 2 or 3 days. But she's there, and I said,
6 dozen?
She lives in Baltimore. She can get them.
Okay.
She can get them. She said, I just had them.
A whole lot of crab.
It is, but anyway. So she was sitting at the table, and mommy was like, "These are your crabs." I said, "Mommy, that's all right. I don't want them. I can't do what I want to do." And my cousin was like, "All right." And my mom snatched them away. Crabs,
So you
will
won't
get
get
you.
these.
Crabs will get you killed. My cousin said, "Well, what do you?" She said, "I can have." She said, "No, I got them for her. You can't have them."
Well, golly.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going outside. Okay, crabs
Don't
will
mess
get
with Mama
you
Crabs.
killed in this family. I'm just letting you know.
And tell them people to stay away from me. I don't want no parts
So
of
you
this
need to
family.
start walking with your vinegar and your Old Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do? Like dip it in vinegar and sprinkle Old Bay on it?
Yeah, just put it in the vinegar and then dip it in the Old Bay, and there you go.
But that's a whole lot of salt.
A lot of water afterwards.
So I got, like, we normally don't pick on each other about the rants, but I got one thing I want to get on you about after I get Hakeem. When you asked about, like, what do you like to do in the summer? Hakeem said, watch scantily clad dressed females. That's the only thing summer is
That's
good
what
for.
I thought it was.
I'm actually going to agree with Hakeem on that one. Big part of the reason why I wear tinted glasses. And then when you said about the legs and stuff,
That was the worst.
You know what I was thinking, right?
What were you
I was thinking about LeBron James last week and them cramps.
Man. Is that what he was claiming? I understand.
Oh,
honey.
man.
If that's what it was, I understand completely.
Yeah, if your body locks up, I'm not even gonna really tease you too much about that, because if your body locks up, like, really, there is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. All these people that say you should have played through it, or Brandy, you should have walked through it, or all that
I
kind of
was
stuff.
trying.
Nah.
Not that easy.
I mean,
No.
some people have that when you're in pain, you laugh. So I was laughing like a hyena because I'm trying to walk around. As soon as I got off of work and I went to Prince George. That was a 30-minute ride. That 30-minute ride, my legs locked up again. I could not get out of the car.
Here's the deal though. You got a better chance of walking on a broken leg or a torn ligament than you have a pulled muscle. Because once a muscle constricts and locks up, you can't do anything about it. Whereas a torn ligament or a broken bone is just about pain tolerance. That's the difference. So,
well, me and fella have gone out and worked out again, but I know I'm not going to listen to him. He's thinking of what he would do. And I have to think of.
That's why you gotta quit being a follower, Brandy. Quit being a follower, yo.
If I'm a
Surprised
follower, I'm a
at you.
good follower. When I'm a leader, that's when I do my thing.
She was a
But
good follower. That's why she couldn't hit the brakes.
That's what it is. We don't have to talk about her. We gotta talk to her when the show's
Couldn't hit
over.
the brakes.
Okay,
What the
do I
world?
have one more? Do I have
Yeah,
one
go
more?
ahead.
I just want
Go ahead.
to.
But I wasn't driving in front of her.
Yeah, no doubt.
On vacations or anytime you're going anywhere, please be mindful of stupid drivers. I was driving back. Thank you. I remember. I was driving back from Fredericksburg. I had to go to Petersburg to drop off my family and then come back to Richmond. On the way to Petersburg, there were 2 cars from North Carolina. I had noticed that they were running and they were jumping in front of each other the whole way until we got past Richmond. Right before I could pass them, a tractor trailer was in front of me. These 2 idiots from Chippenham Parkway to the Chester exit drove to keep up speed with the truck. If the truck slowed down to try to let people pass, they would slow down. So we drove about 50 miles per hour, and it was a whole ton of cars honking horns, flashing lights. I called the people. I never saw the people come after them. But this is just to say there are really stupid drivers out there. Be patient. Be careful. And that includes motorcyclists too. Even though they've taken the class, some of them think they're on a Need for Speed or Fast and Furious, and they do some stupid things at sometimes. Be mindful of your surroundings and who is behind you and who is texting and driving and who's not paying attention, who is sleep driving.
Yeah, like the guy that almost killed Tracy Morgan and did kill his homeboy.
Exactly. So be mindful and be careful and don't do texting and driving. It can wait. There was a time when we didn't have telephones in our cars. We would have to go home and call them when we got home. Nothing is that serious that you can't wait.
Ain't no ass Steppin with Marcus J. My sister Bless, is good to have you here. We got the word that we would get you.
Did you hear
this
that
afternoon.
blink in my teeth?
She all blushing and
Yeah, you know what I'm
stuff.
saying? We got the word that we would have you tonight, this afternoon, and so we're definitely blessed to have Blessed.
And I think I might
In the
crash
building.
again next week if you
That's
don't mind.
fine.
We don't mind. You always got the open welcome. So we'll confirm once you know your schedule, but definitely come back.
Yes,
Come
sir.
every week. We love to have you. All right, my sister. That's why. You happy?
I'm very happy, darling.
It's written all over your face.
No, I am just a slight headache, but you know, I was excited about getting here tonight. Y'all know sometimes my days just like blah 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 until it's time to get here, and then everything just kind of picks up. So I'm really happy to get here. It's like my second home. It's my entertainment. It's my fun. It's my joy, and I love it. You know, y'all did pretty good tonight with my candies and my cartoons. You did very well. It's been about 6 months because I don't think I did anything since our Christmas. So I figured, you know what? Let's have some fun. So maybe I'll do another fun thing in about 3 months or so. But, you know, I'm glad you all paid attention, and I'm really impressed with Hakeem. But yeah, Hakeem, that's how I knew Fat Albert's name was Albert Michael. Next week I'll be back to some healthy issues. I have a health issue I've been holding on to that I want to discuss. So I'm just going to let that out. And, you know, I'm sure there are a lot of people suffering. I know some people suffering from it. So I'm going to put it out there. But I really have nothing, you know, all that exciting. You know, I did have a conversation this weekend with my boyfriend about the great things that prisoners get. And, you know, they get their 3 square meals. They get their fun time.
Free gym membership.
They get free gym. They get free cable, free room and board, free education, all sorts of trades, you know, they're offered. And, you know, I said, well, you know, honey, I think so that I save money. What do I need to do? And he laughed at me. He was like, whatever you do, just know you will never see me again. He was like, you will never see me. I'm not visiting. I don't do prisons. But, you know, really, look at all of our tax dollars paying for these people to do some crazy BS, and then we go educate them. We go feed them. You know, we give them free room and board. Now, for some of them, there may be some job openings when they leave it. Most of them, no. There are no job openings that they left behind. So there's no plus. But I do tell you, mind your business and enjoy your right to be free. Because of all those pluses that they have, nothing beats you being able to come and go as you feel. Nothing beats you being able to have your opinions and, you know, just roll with them. Nothing beats it. So while we're paying for the losers to be rehabilitated, as he says, because we wouldn't want them to just go in being troublemakers and come out being troublemakers. We want them to be a functional part of society. So while we pay to rehabilitate them, and they come back and maybe they still do the same things, we don't get refunds. So just enjoy your right to be free. Enjoy your freedom, your space that you can use any way you want to. Because after we had this discussion, I really, really thought about it. If you take one day out of the weekend, and leave yourself in one room all day, preferably the bathroom, because remember, it's one room.
Thank you.
It's one room, right? Preferably the bathroom. Can you take it? You can't take it. So that's why I'm like, be smart. Be mindful of some of the things that you do. We say things and we do things out of anger And really, anger can really, really get the best of us. And it only takes 2 seconds. So be smart. Think about what you do. Think about what you say, who you say it to, and enjoy your freedom. Challenge yourself to that one room for, let's say, an hour.
And not be sick.
And not be sick. 1 hour. Challenge yourself to it, and you'll appreciate what you've got that some people don't have. So I'm going to just leave you with that pitiful, sorry thought. And I will converse with you on Monday.
Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Thank y'all, everybody who stayed with us at this late hour. This is, I guess I shouldn't even really call it the late hour. It's the hour that we generally have been finishing up at lately, but we're definitely glad to have the platform to be able to give you the show here on on Legacy Internet Radio every single week. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Of course, the flagship show. So I won't take up a lot of time. Let me just get some of these thank yous out, and then I'll get us out of here. I want to thank the people who contributed in social media as well as on the phone. So I got my cousin Alicia, another sister by the name of Alicia, Tamika. Special thanks to Michelle K for hanging in there with us for a good portion of the night. Kevin checked in. My mom checked in. Melanie checked in out of the Shy. Mrs. J checked in. Sid, Dating Pool Diva, DJ Renee Melendez, and Hakeem, of course, who got the question right for SY when she had asked about Fat Albert. So definitely thanking everybody. Ran down the shows in the last break. I'll run them down real quick. Ain't no half step with Marcus J on Mondays 7 to 9 30 plus, and live in radio on Tuesdays 7 to 9. The Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Lissa P on Wednesday. All Throttle Radio on Thursday. Alternate programming on Friday nights. Right now we're just playing the greatest hits of our talk shows. So you may hear this show, you may hear the Green Room, you may hear the P Show, you may hear All Throttle, but we'll play those shows on Friday night and replay. And then of course you've got the P Show again on Saturday afternoon from 12 to 2. From 2:30 to about 5, you've got the Did They Just Play That show, and then you've got the Throwback from 5 to 7, and you've got Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez every single Saturday night from 7 to 9. So you got a full slate of shows here on Legacy Internet Radio. We appreciate everybody who checks in with us and helps us continue to grow. So without any further ado, allow me to indulge myself so that I can get us out of here with my rant and with my closing. Thank you for your attention here just for a few minutes. Now, I want to start off, I had mentioned earlier, I kind of tipped my hand where I was going. I love social media. I love it. I love how we can connect with folks who we haven't talked to in a long time. I had best friends from Lutheran Parochial School in Jersey City, New Jersey, who are on my Facebook list. And if you know about that school, you know that I went to that school from the kindergarten to the 6th grade. And of course, I got friends that I've met, recently, all the way up to 40 years of age. So 35 years is covered in social media. You can post photos, family gatherings like we did this weekend in New Jersey. You can celebrate, impending births and weddings and your child's karate stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. That's why I love social media. You can share, and it's very good for me because I don't live where most of my family lives, here in Virginia versus New Jersey. I love the heated debates, respectfully exchanging ideas, thoughts, perspectives, leaving the discussion feeling heard and validated. I think that's awesome. I love how we can reach out to our favorite politicians and athletes and public figures and share our thoughts with them, not because they're special, but because we support them and we should be heard by them. I like how news can be disseminated immediately through social media, and there's no lag time, like the Knicks making the blasphemous decision to hire Derek Fisher as their coach today. I found that out on social media. So while I was thoroughly disgusted and pissed off by that, I was actually glad that I was able to find out that way. Social media, Facebook. Gotta love it. But as much as I love those things, there are certainly things that I absolutely despise about social media. Many folks use social media as the power pellet that gives them the strength and power and gall to say the things that they would never say to a person to their face. The mean-spirited things I see in social media knocks me off my feet sometimes. Now, I ain't no prude. I cuss as much as the next guy, but I can honestly say that I ain't never cussed nobody out on social media, because to me it's passive-aggressive and it's punk. I really despise it when I see ratchet behavior captured on video and displayed for all to see. The world star hip-hop type of stuff. The fights. The embarrassing hairdos. The misbehaving children. All of this distresses me. But you know what really more than anything really pisses me off? The dissemination of misinformation on a large scale or even small. People put all kinds of stuff out there and other people receive it as if it's the gospel in fact, only to be redistributed by equally bold and misinformed people. And there are instances that I could cite here, but what really riled me up was this weekend there were published reports that Rue Blanche from the Golden Girls McClanahan had recently passed away. I saw individuals and formerly reputable outlets reporting her passing. Here's the problem. She died on my 36th birthday 4 years ago on June 3rd, 2006. The fact that anyone would see that and immediately forward it without actually checking the validity of it it freaks me out, it actually scares me. A simple search would show that she died 4 years ago, but that's the problem. Because it's on Facebook, it must be true. All that is good and true and unfortunate, all that is bad, it's on Facebook. You know better. We need to do better. That's the Murr. Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do, but we in here talking about today. It's the end of the show. Want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. Also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Those are the words of Bob Marley and Miss Bless Brandy, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Me and the crew. Be back here next week. Peace.